This is the last example of the 3-3, and it's an example on the outliers. So I'm looking at example 336. I have decided to do this here for a couple of reasons. I wanted to show you how the Q1 and the Q3 and the 5-number summary lays out by hand. And on the next video, I'll show this how to do this on your TI-84. Excel has a slightly different way of figuring out the Q1 and Q3, so we can only use this for much larger data sets. So 3-36 gives me a few numbers: 5, 6, 12, 13, 15, 18, 22, and 50. So in order for me to find my Q1, Q3, I need to find a median. Notice that I have 8 numbers. So right in the middle is going to be my median. Now, unfortunately, it is not a number. It's between 13 and 15. So what do? I find the average between 13 and 15, which happens to be 14. So the 14 is my median. Now that leaves 4 numbers on the left, 4 numbers on the right. So I take the 4 numbers that are on the left, I find the middle. That's exactly right here. So in order for me to find the median of these 4 numbers, it's between 6 and 12. So I take the 6 plus 12 divided by 2, I end up with a 9. So there is my 9. That's Q1. I have the same 4 numbers on the other side. So I have 18 plus 22 and the average of those two. 20. 22 plus 18 is 40. 40 divided by 2. So there is my Q3. The first number is the min. The last number is the max. So this is your percentile. This is the first 25%. This is where 25% lies. This is at 50%. You're at 75%. And you're at 100%. This is my 0%. Now what I'm interested in is whether this data set has any outliers. So in order for me to do that, I will find IQR. By definition, IQR is Q3 minus Q1. So I have 20 minus 9, which is 11. What I'm interested in is to find Q1 minus 1.5 of IQR. So in this case, Q1 is 9. I will multiply minus 1.5 times IQR, which is 11. And 9 minus 1.5 times 11, I have negative 7.5. So notice there's nothing negative in the data set. So in order for me to be truly an outlier on the left-hand side, I need to be smaller than a negative 7.5. So there's nothing over there. On the other side, it's a Q3 plus 1.5 of IQR. That's on the other side. Notice I have a 5, 6, 12, 13, and then all of a sudden I jump to a 50. So the question is that 50 an outlier, or it's still okay? So I start with the Q3. Q3 is a 20, and I need to add 1.5 times 11. So let's see what that gets me. So 20 plus 1.5 times 11. And I'm at 36.5. So 36.5 is the highest number that I'm expecting, although I'm seeing a 50. So in this case, since 50 is greater than 36.5, 50 is an outlier. It's too far away to the right from the rest of the data.